Students, in today's session, we'll study the chapter, the Delhi Sultanate. Let us see the topics which we have to study according to the reduced syllabus in this chapter. So we have to study about Qutub Minar, then political history and administration of Alauddin Khilji and Muhammad bin Tughlaq. By the 10th and 11th centuries, there were many small kingdoms in North India because of the absence of a powerful ruler, and these kingdoms were always at war with one another. This lack of political unity in India helped the Turks to establish their empire in the 13th century. The period between 1206 and 1526 is known as the period of Delhi Sultanate because the rulers of various dynasties which ruled from their capital at Delhi were called the Sultans. These dynasties were the Slave dynasty, the Khalji dynasty, the Tughlaq dynasty, the Sayyid dynasty, and the Lodi dynasty. Sources. The most important source of information about the Delhi Sultanate is the Qutub Minar at Mehrauli in South Delhi. It was started by Qutbuddin Aibak and was completed by Iltutmish. It was dedicated to the Sufi saint Qutbuddin Bakhtiar Kaki. Its main features are: it originally consisted of 4 stories. The last story was damaged by lightning and it was reconstructed into 2 stories by Firoz Shah Tughlaq. The Qutub Minar has 5 stories tapering as they ascend, and each story is separated from the other by balconies which encircle the tower. The entrance of the tower is through the doorway on the northern side. Inside the tower, there are 379 stairs which lead to the top. Red sandstone, marble, and grey quartzite were used to construct the tower. Verses from the Holy Quran and some intricate carvings with floral motifs are inscribed on the tower. This is a picture of Qutub Minar. It is situated at Mehrauli in Delhi. Qutbuddin Aibak started the construction of Qutub Minar, but the structure was completed by Iltutmish. It is a masterpiece of Indo-Islamic architecture and it was named after the famous Chishti saint Qutbuddin Bakhtiar Kaki. Qutub Minar is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Now let us see the Khilji dynasty. Jalaluddin Khilji was the founder of the Khilji dynasty who sat on the throne at the age of 70 after killing Kayqubad, the last ruler of the slave dynasty, in 1290 AD. But his nephew Alauddin Khilji murdered him and captured the throne of Delhi in 1296 AD. Alauddin Khilji was the most powerful ruler of the Khilji dynasty. On his accession to the throne, Alauddin had to face the rebellion of the Mongols, who had settled near Delhi. Alauddin killed many of the Mongols. He also conquered all the territories of Malwa, including Dhar, Ujjain, Chanderi, and Mandu. Market regulation. Alauddin Khilji fixed the prices of food grains, cooking oil, sugar, vegetables, and other commodities of daily use. He set up 3 markets at Delhi. One market for food grains, the second for clothes, and the third market for horses, slaves, and cattle. Each market was put under the charge of a controller of market called Shahana. Harsh punishments were given for cheating and underweighing goods. Now let us see Deccan expedition. Alauddin Khilji was successful in conquering Gujarat and Malwa. He sent an expedition to the Deccan and far south under his capable general Malik Kafur. All the kingdoms of south, namely Warangal, Devagiri, Dwarasamudra and Madurai were conquered but not annexed. He did not annex these kingdoms due to the following reason. First, it would be difficult for him to control these faraway lands from Delhi, and second, he only wanted the immense wealth of Deccan kingdoms, so the rulers were forced to accept his lordship and pay him tribute annually. Measures against nobility. When Alauddin Khilji came to the throne, he had to face a number of revolts from the nobles, so he took many steps to crush their power. First, the nobles had to seek permission of the Sultan to carry out any parties or festivities or to form marriage alliances. Second, gambling, use of intoxicants and wine were forbidden and the gamblers were punished strictly. Third, to check the actions of the noble, Alauddin Khilji set up an efficient system of spies. Fourth, the soldiers were paid salaries in cash. Now let us see the military reforms. Alauddin Khilji was the first ruler of Delhi who laid the foundation of a permanent standing army. He started the system of branding horses called as Dag so that the soldiers may not replace them with horses of inferior quality. He also introduced the system of Chehra that involved giving a kind of identity card to every soldier. He paid salaries of the soldiers in cash. Revenue reforms. In order to get maximum revenue, Alauddin Khilji introduced a number of important measures. He brought all the land of his kingdom under his direct control. He introduced the practice of measuring the land and fixing the share of the state. He increased the land revenue from 1/3 to 1/2. He wanted the revenue to be paid in cash and not kind. He also appointed special officers for the purpose of collecting the land revenue. The Khalji dynasty came to an end when Ghazi Malik ascended the throne and assumed the title of Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq and laid the foundation of the Tughlaq dynasty.